Hey internet, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Disney video. I don't even remember how long ago it was when I did my top 5 must ride of the Magic Kingdom. Finally continuing that and moving on to Hollywood Studios. So I'm gonna put a disclaimer in here right now that I have not been to the park since the opening of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway or the Rise of Resistance in Galaxy's Edge. But from what I have seen in videos and ride-throughs, they would probably make this list. But this is just purely based on my top 5 that I've ridden that's in the park right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my 5th place, which is Toy Story Mania. Toy Story Mania is a accurate shooting ride as opposed to Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin, which is kind of like you're shooting and you don't really know if you're getting the actual targets or not. This is pretty accurate with your shooting. So actually like really hurts your wrist when you're doing it really fast, and I'm not even gonna do the motion because yeah, it's a little bit not appropriate. But it actually is really competitive with the whole car. You get like a score for the whole car because there's 2 people at the front, 2 people at the back, and then they tell you the score of the whole car, who has the top score. It's actually a pretty thrilling ride because they spin you around really fast and then you kind of get dizzy and then you gotta start shooting again. And they also have 3D elements, so you don't wear 3D glasses, but it's 3D. It's really, really, really cool. Do you wear 3D glasses? I have to check that. I'll put it in like a disclaimer here if you do wear 3D glasses. I don't remember wearing 3D glasses. But anyways, it's an incredibly fun ride. So that's my 5th spot, and that is in Toy Story Land in Hollywood Studios. Okay, so coming in at number 4 is in Galaxy's Edge, and that is Smugglers Run. This is the first ride that opened in Galaxy's Edge. You feel so submerged into Star Wars land as soon as you get into it, to the point where when you ask a cast member anything about anything really, they'll speak to you in the language that they use in the Star Wars movies. Yeah, it's really, really cool. But when you walk into the queue all the way to the loading area, you're fully submerged. You also get to do different experiences every single time. Usually there's 3 experiences. There's engineer, pilot, and oh my god, I can't remember the last one. Navigator or, yeah, Navigator, I think. If not, I'll put it in here to correct myself. I can't remember, it's been a while. But yeah, this is a really fun ride to play because it's a lot of button pushing, and especially if you have a big group with you, because then you can kind of like yell at the pilots, because the pilot is like hands down the hardest position in this ride. Like, it's very, very sensitive when you're going up and down, because one pilot is doing up and down and then one pilot's doing side to side. So if you have like a 6-year-old child doing one pilot position, you're gonna have you're not gonna get as many points because they're gonna be like moving it around really fast or not being as accurate as you're supposed to be. But it's so fun. Like, you just yell and like shout at each other like the whole time on like getting this and getting that. You're supposed to get like a certain amount of points. Oh, the other position is shooter. Yeah, so one person's a shooter, engineer, and then thing. So I got that. Yeah, so shooter is really fun because then you're just like shooting all the other ships that are in the way. And I think there's a part where you go through asteroids and you have to shoot like the asteroids. So fun. Like a must do is when you go into Galaxy's Edge. Okay, so moving on to number 3. Number 3 is not directly inside Galaxy's Edge. It's actually more of an older ride, but it is right outside. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze.
You know what ticks me off?
Thank you!
What really yanks my nose hairs?
Thank you!
People who don't appreciate a good sneeze.
Anyways, so it isn't inside Galaxy's Edge. It's right outside of Galaxy's Edge. It's more of an older ride. It's been there for a long time, actually. But this is a nostalgia ride for me. Something that I used to go on when like I first went to Disney World. And the queue is very, very themed and entertaining. I love it because it's like you're going into like a space airport, so it's kind of like where I work. And there's like little robots like checking your bags and the x-ray and stuff. It's super cute. And one of like the biggest things that I have always wanted to be is in the ride. There is one rebel spy and they put your picture like on the screen and everyone can see it. And like, why can't it ever be me? Like the day that that happens, like I will be so happy, but it has not happened yet, and I've been on this ride so many times, so I don't understand why I'm not the rebel spy. But I heard that they actually added some new, because like every time you go on, it's like a new story kind of, and I think they added some new ones based on the new Star Wars ride, or the Star Wars movie, and yeah, I actually haven't, I don't know if I saw that when I was there. I think it came out right after I left because I went last September. But yeah, it's either way, it's like one of those like jerky rides where it just like the seat moves and it's like 3D kind of. But yeah, love, love, love this ride. Coming in at number 2. Number 2 is the Thrill Seeker's Dream. It is Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster. So this coaster is the takeoff of this coaster is just everything. Like it's one of those coasters that goes from like 0 to 5 G's of force. Like that's a real thing. Like it's 5 G's, which is more than a rocket launch actually. And there's 3 inversions, and I love coasters, and this is a definite must do if you need like a thrill in Disney World. And yeah, everything from, you might have a headache after, that's the only thing. But I also love being in the back because you get like the little bit of whiplash and a little bit of drag. But this one is so fun. There's like even experiences while you're walking in the queue. If you tap your magic band, actually no, because I swear to God, I didn't tap my magic band. I think it just knows you're in the area, and as you're going through the queue, there's like world tour signs and it'll say your name on it. Like I actually have a picture, I'll put it in right here, from when I went in September, and it just said like the world tour of Megan or something like that. I'll put it right here so you can see it, but it's super, super cute and gets you super excited because you're just like looking at it. And there's a pre-show. I don't think the pre-show is happening with COVID right now because they don't want people gathering in small areas. But you still get to see the area where the pre-show is. But definitely, if you love roller coasters, you have to go on this one. It's a moment you've all been waiting for. And the reason for my amazing ears right now that I purchased from a small shop, I'll put the name of the small shop down here, Magic Mouse Ears. These are coveted ears that were very hard to get, and I am absolutely, let me take them off and give you a closer look actually. So for your information, my top number 1 is the Tower of Terror. And these are Tower of Terror ears, so they have the Hollywood Tower of Terror sign right here, and then the lightning bolt bow, and then the elevator dial right here. It says service elevator right here, and on the back it says Tower of Terror. So Tower of Terror is my absolute favorite ride. Amazing theming, and the cast members really play into the part of being in a spooky like hotel, which is so good. It just makes the experience so much better. Dropping, it's a drop not roller coaster, drop ride. So it's like you're in an elevator and it's dropping you. Dropping is such a fun feeling for me. I don't know why. And it's always a different experience when you go on it. It's never like the same as like 5 drops. No, like it'll be different every single time you go in. And I usually go on this ride as much as I can while I'm there. Like I think one time I went on it like 3 times in one day because there was a short wait, and I just love everything about this ride. It's so fun, so thrilling. Even like going into like the main area. And the pre-show, again, I don't think it's happening because of COVID, but the pre-show was really cool where you would just go into a room and watch like the story of why the service elevator got broken, I guess. But there's actually a Tower of Terror movie, and it's actually pretty good. And it's like hard to find too. I had to look around for a while to try and find it, but I freaking love this ride, and I love the aesthetic of it. I love like the colors of it. I even did my makeup around it, and I think I have a Tower of Terror robe, like it's a Hollywood Tower of Terror robe, and yeah, it's just the best. I'm gonna actually put in one honorable mention just because I'm more of like a thrill seeker. And this isn't like very thrilling to me, but it was like super cute. That's gonna be Slinky Dog Dash. Slinky Dog Dash is a coaster in Toy Story Land, and this coaster is honestly super, super cute. But it's very, very light. Like I think even like a child, like I see kids going on it. There's no big drops. There's like launches, but they're not like they're not like rock and roller coaster launches. But yeah, it's super, super cute. It's an honorable mention. It's not like one of my favorites. Like I could go without it if I go again, but it is super cute and it's new. I think it's the newest coaster. Yeah, because Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is technically not a coaster. So yeah, it's the newest coaster in Hollywood Studios. But yeah, those are my top 5. You have to go on Tower of Terror. It's literally my favorite. If I ever went and I didn't go on, I would like be devastated. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I'll be doing 2 more, which will be the Animal Kingdom one and what's the other park? Epcot. I'll be doing 2 more on my top 5 must ride. Subscribe down below. I'll be putting those up as soon as I can. And stay curious.